What's up guys, it's your OG boy here back with another video, and today we're gonna be talking about why F2 is so amazing. Of course, if you've watched F2 for more than 3 years, you know that this series is amazing in terms of competition and the amazing drivers that have come through the sport. So now we're gonna be talking about why this series is actually amazing. Now let's get started on the basic details of F2 that you need to know. And of course, this new Formula 2 championship was formed in 2017 from the GP2 series that went from 2005 and 2016. And this series, yes, like I've already said, has produced some great drivers over the years. And now we're going to be talking about why this series is so amazing. So, the first reason, the cars are all the same. Literally, the cars are the same. Same chassis, same tire supply, same engine. That's what makes this series so amazing. But how? In 2017, these cars used 4-liter naturally aspirated V8 engines from Mechachrome. And well, of course, they used Dallara chassis and Pirelli tires. In 2018, a new generation came in, and the cars, or teams rather, were required to use a Dallara chassis, a 3.4-liter V6 single turbocharged Mechachrome engine. Sorry for being too specific there. And also required to use Pirelli tires, slick or wet, depending on the condition. And the cars are the same, which means drivers can equally show their abilities. Number 2, the driver's ability, or the driver's ability. I said the same thing. I don't know why I'm correcting myself here. But the better the drivers are, the more competitive the series is. If you think about it, there are a lot of competitive drivers in F2 that are able to produce some good races. And I cannot lie to you guys, this series is incredible when it comes to producing some fantastic races. If I can think of any F2 races that I've really loved over the last few years, I would have to go with Bahrain 2017. Charles Leclerc's incredible comeback. It's actually on screen right now. So yeah. Number 3, the lower amount of pit crew members. Of course, this seems like rubbish to everyone, but to me and the fewer other people out there, this is actually a good idea. Sure, it may be stressing to the drivers, to the teams, but if you think about it, it tests a driver's ability to not make mistakes, to not crash and wear out his or her tires. Yes, that's why F2 drivers are usually under pressure when it comes to keeping their car safe. Because, well, you're gonna lose time in the pits, changing a front wing or changing tires for the second time in a race, which is not usually okay. And yeah, it puts the driver under a lot of extreme pressure, which makes the races interesting as well. And well, of course, strategy can be a big factor in F2 or motorsport in general. And number 4, shorter race distances. In Formula 2, this shorter race distances thing is actually a good idea. Yes, it is there in F1, such as the sprint qualifying, but the sprint qualifying in F1 is an absolute disgrace to the sport. I mean, F1 is the pinnacle of motorsport. You want to show that it's the pinnacle of motor racing, but then you add the sprint qualifying. That's just gonna drown the motorsport's reputation. But let's get back to F2. Drivers must be on their top form to score points. What does this mean? Every single point counts. Drivers have to be as quick as they can to get points. And of course, they also have to be careful, because the more they damage their car, the further behind the pack they could be. And there's not much laps to come back. But now we're moving on to the last one, the series' ability to create incredible drivers. Of course, no one can blame F2 for destroying a driver's career. We can all thank F2 for making a driver's career elite. For example, the drivers that have come to F1 and have been absolute gods. Well, most of them haven't really been amazing, but they're still going to be top quality one day. We've got Yuki Youngboy Tsunoda, the youngest on the F1 grid at the moment. Mick Schumacher, son to 7-time world champion Michael. Nicholas Latifi, not much for him, sorry. George Russell, the guy who they're all saying should come into Mercedes. Amazing. And then we have got, last but not least, Lando Norris. The guy that could become, not could, but will become F1 champion one day. Oh, of course, I'm forgetting someone. Someone who's a 2-time race winner in Formula 1, who came from F2 and was actually the first ever Formula 2 world champion. Charles Leclerc, who drives for Ferrari. And, well, he's amazing. He's outright amazing. He's an amazing driver. So, yeah, this series has created some amazing drivers over the years. So, yeah, just a summary for you guys. The first one was cars are the same. Second one, driver's ability, low amount of pit crew, shorter race distances, and the series' ability to create fantastic drivers. And will this series ever be better than F1? I'm sure most people can say no. Because, well, F1 is outright the pinnacle of motorsport. And no one can deny that unless you're an F1 hater, like some people are. But for me, I definitely agree that F1 is the pinnacle of motorsport. But just not really one that people can say is a real motorsport. Unless you can say MotoGP, World Endurance Championship, just many others out there. Even GT racing, but no, it's not comparable to F1. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please remember, smash the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments about this very video. And if you have some GP2 or F2 history to tell me down in the comments, in which you might not, go ahead, do it. And if you want to see more content like this, motorsport, F2, F1, sim racing and gaming content as well. I don't do casual gaming, excuse me. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. It's free, virus free, and you will never miss out on any video that I upload on this very channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and from me, the OG boy Octave F1, it's goodbye. Arrivederci.